Okay, here we are. Shalom lechulam. We're going to have our English weekly meeting about nigunim. And today we have a whole big thing about opposites. And I called it with love and with awe. In the Tanya, we were talking about, before talking, we have to do a nigun. So let's do a nigun. An old nigun that they sing in Chabad. We'll connect it with the Parasha. We ended up the Hebrew class, and now we're going to start the English class with that. Sarai means the Eshet Chayil. So on Chayei Sarai, we're going to do a lot of Eshet Chayil. But today we'll just start and end with it. Eshet Chayil, that Rebbe Rashab used to sing, is a beautiful Shabbos and Yontav Nigun. It's number 73, I think, 77. Which number is it? I know that some of you, it's 77. That's true. It's number 77. So that's Nigun 77, that Rebbe Rashab used to sing with it, Eshet Chayil, and the Eshet Chayil is Sarai Menu. One of the opinions in our by our sages is it was written by Abraham for Sarah. We'll talk about it more next week. We'll bring some, it could be a whole topic of a class for next week, all kinds of Eshet Chayil. Okay, so, if we're talking about Sarah, let's have a song that we didn't do in the Hebrew class. There's a song called Ohel Sarah, the tent of Sarah. I want to play it for you. It's by Rav Ginsburg. It's number 336, and it's going to be in the next CD. It's not ready yet, but right here. He called it Ohel Sarah. I don't know why. Because, I know why. It was written for his granddaughter, Shterna Sarah Hendel. So he called it Ohel Sarah. So it's called Old Sarah. It had an earlier name. When Brodsky and Toy Star are playing it, they call it the Shari Shamayim, the gates of heaven. But we're calling it Old Sarah. Okay, so in the Parasha, we have a lot of opposites in the Parasha. Starting with, we're talking about Sarah and Avraham. Actually, the two extremes. Avraham is Ish Chesed. Avraham is Chesed, right? It's loving kindness. And Sarah, like Srara, it's like Gvura. It's like awe. And Avraham is like really the symbol for Chesed, for loving kindness, for giving. I called it in the class, I called it with love and with awe. So the two opposites, even the angels that come to visit Avraham, we have three angels, right? One of them is Michael and one of them is Gabriel. One of them is from the right, one of them is from the left. Gabriel is the one to turn over Sdom, and Raphael is to heal Avraham, and Michael I think was to give the tidings to Sarah. So also, Michael, Sar Shel Mayim, and Gabriel, Sar She'esh, is the minister of water, means the opposites. So they come together to Avraham. And when Sarah is told that she's going to have a son, she's laughing. That's kind of not typical for Sarah. She was a very serious person, and she's laughing. And the angel says, you laughed. I said, no, I didn't. And they says, yes, you did. I heard that in a class by Esther Kitov, that she was Gvura. She couldn't give birth only after she included within her the Chesed. So when she laughed, the angel says, that's it. I was waiting for that, She said, no, you did laugh. So once she could laugh, she could have a baby. So that.
She laughs also after that.
After that, yeah, no. I mean, after because of Yitzchak. So Yitzchak is all laughter, right? She got Yitzchak. So Yitzchak is laughter. And Avraham, his old chesed, when he has to take Yitzchak and sacrifice him, he has to show Gvura. So we have the and and we have Sdom v'Amorah, everything is turned over. So there's a lot of things that, all kinds of opposites and the paradoxes and things that have turned over. So I want to do some nigunim dar, showing this turning over. So I'll start with, let's do a nigun, a simple nigun. Niguna Kuf Nun Hey, I think. Let's see if I've got the right number. Kuf Nun Hey is a nigun that they sing before saying a mimer today, like a bachor when he's bar mitzvah. Yeah. So this nigun is by Rebbe Aaron Charitonov, 155. And it starts slow and then turns to be faster. No, that's the nigun after the mimer, that's not before the mimer. That's after he says the mimer. of songs that start slow and then they go faster. Many of today's songs also, that they start with a slow part and then it goes to happy. I usually like the slow parts only, and then the fast part is really too fast. But these nigunim, they have a tochen, so even the fast one is not like stam jumping around. So many of these nigunim are called valach. Valach is a song of the shepherds. All our forefathers were shepherds, and our foremothers also. Rivka, we're going to meet her next week, and Rachel and Leah, we have a lot of that. So a lot of them called valachim. And I want to do one that is not an official valach. It's attributed to the grandfather of the Rebbe, Rabbi Meir Shlomo Yanovsky, Halevi, the Rebbe's grandfather. It's Nigun 71, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Nigun 71. Where's my cover? I have to recover it. Here it is. So, 71 from Meir Shlomo Yanovsky. He was the Rebbe's grandfather. It starts like a valach. It starts very slow, very pleading. And then the ending is a fast nigun, and there were words put to it for one of the Rebbe's kapitlach. You probably know it, for chapter 78. And we'll do it. וינחם לבטח ולא פחדו בעת אויביהם כיסה הים ויביהם אל גבול קודשו הזה קלטה ימינו ויביהם אל גבול קודשו הזה קלטה ימינו וינחם לבטח ולא פחדו בעת כיסה הים וינחם לבטח ולא פחדו בעת אויביהם כיסה הים ויביהם אל גבול קודשו הזה קלטה ימינו ויביהם אל גבול קודשו הזה קלטה ימינו. So that's a beautiful one. Now the other one I want to bring as a sample of a valach is also by Rabbi Meir Shlomo Yanovsky, by Hashgacha Pratit. I chose one that is also by him. So just like a valachim, start slow and the ending is fast. So that's a Valach. Yeah. I want to do a surprise song. I'll surprise you. Actually, that's the name of the song. So the name of the song was given to it by the people that heard it because there's a surprise there. Where did I put my book? I'll have to do it by heart. I use it as a bookmark. Never mind. It's a nigun from Kublich. It's a short nigun. I remember nigun by heart. Okay, so that's another sample of something that turns over surprising us. Yeah, let's do a nigun by Rav Ginsburg called Hafochba, turning it over. I did a different one. I did it Hapcha before, I think. Let's do 204. Let's see what it is. Here it is. Book jumped out. I put it as a bookmark for something. 204. Where are you? Should be Hapcha. Yeah, that's a surprising one. It's a very, very strange nigun. So he called it Hafochba. You should turn it and turn it because everything is there in the Torah. Short nigun, but interesting. A very, very uneven beat. Yeah, it's called the Hafochba. What?
Sound familiar?
No, it's not. It's recorded, yeah, but it's not one of the familiar ones. Okay, let's do another one from Rav Ginsburg, if already in the book. In the end of the Parasha, towards the end, we have the story of Akedat Yitzchak. We said that Abraham has to turn his heart, kind heart, into a gvura to sacrifice Yitzchak. Our sages asked, what's the big deal about Abraham taking Yitzchak to be sacrificed? He heard Hashem telling him, so he didn't have any doubt. There's so many people that didn't hear Hashem and gave up their life or the kid's life or whatever because... But the sages say that the wonder in Abraham is the way he went to do it. He went to do it very happy. He ran to do it. He was very quick. He was, he wasn't hesitant at all. So that's the important thing. Nigun 95 by Rav Ginsburg. It's called Nigun Emunah, a Nigun of faith. And that's when he walked in, right? So we'll do it again. That they put the words, one of the Melamdim, I can check which one it was. So while I'm telling the story. So the kids in the cheder, they're saying this davening, they say it in the davening every morning, but they didn't have a melody, it's hard, just chanting it. So he thought that it would fit this nigun. I wrote it here, sin today. Where is it? Dror Revivo, that was his name, okay. Dror Revivo, he's the Melamed by Galenai, school, cheder, and he put the words, he said, well, fitting. So think about it, it's a lot of faith. He had to believe in Hashem, and this is a nigun of faith, and they put the words about the Akedat Yitzchak. So this beautiful song of Emunah that the words of Akedat Yitzchak were put on it. So we had a taste for things that turn over. Let's do something from the Rebbe Rashab, that his birthday is this coming Monday. Next week I'm going to do more unknown nigunim, but let's do the two that are very, very known. Actually, let's do one that, not one of the two, let's do another one. They say that the Rebbe Rashab used to love to daven with it. And we don't know who composed it. I used to think it was Aaron Chawatona, but it's not. This beautiful nigun. I'm looking for the number of it. That's 82, I think. 82? No, 82, maybe. Let's check it out. Words were put on it about the Rebbetzin, Chayamushka, Neilemet Mistateret, but it was written without words. Of course, yeah, it was 82. So let's do 92. I think. No, 93. 93 is Nigun Hachana. In our days, we sing it as a Hachana before preparation before singing the Arba Bavos. But in the Rashab's time, they used to sing it as preparation for a Maimar. And when they do set the Nigunim from all the Rabbeim, all the Chabad's Rebbes, one after the other. So sometimes they choose Dafka this one for the Rebbe Rashab, that his birthday is on one day. Nigun Hanan, Nigun 93. But in our days we sing it before Abba Babos at the time of Rebbe Rashab. They used to sing it before saying a Maimar. And now we'll do the one we say before saying a Maimar. It's also a nigun that is connected with him. It wasn't composed by the Rebbe Rashab. It's called, has three names. It's called either the Rebbe's nigun, meaning talking about the Rebbe Rashab, or Rebbe nigun from Rostov, or nigun HaMa'amar, the Maimar nigun. Nigun Rostov, because when the Rebbe was in the time of the First World War, he was in Rostov, and he passed away there. It was, I think, a little before his passing away, but he really, really liked this nigun, and it's not a Chabad nigun. They sing it in other Hasidut also. I heard it by Satmar. I heard the Kaliver Rebbe singing it for Hoshana Rabbah. All kinds of interesting things. Yeah, it's a non-nigun. Of course, they sing it a little different. But let's do the Nigun HaMaimar. I think that's a good one. You want a different chair? have to do something fast. Put it back down. Which one should we do? There's so many nice ones. We did Achanai Maimar, we did that one, the Genafta'a, we did many of them. Let's do one by Ben Zion Schenker, that his yahrzeit is coming Sunday. It's a Shabbos to make a big farbrengen for his yahrzeit. There's a very famous one. Does it have oil in there? Can connect with the oil of Sarah and Abraham. Let's see. מזמור לדוד, השם רואי לא יחסר, בהילות לשם, ביצני על מנוחת עיני. It's going to be too high bat. נפשי ישבר, נפשי ישבר, ינחני במגד שדה אוי למען. גם כי ילך מגד צלמה לא יראה כי אתה עמדי שבטך ומשענתך שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני תערוך לפני שולחן תערוך לפני שולחן תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צוררה נשמת בשמן ראשי נשמת בשמן ראשי נשמת בשמן ראשי כוסי רבעיה אך טוב בחסד וירדפוני כל ימי חיי ושבתי בבית השם ושבתי בבית השם לאורך ימים He wrote hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of nigunim, and he was singing the nigunim of Mojitz. The story is that as a kid, he came to daven. He was living in a neighborhood close to where the Rebbe of Mojitz was, and one Shabbos or whatever, he walks in and he finds a book with notes. So he opens the book. You know, every musician when they see notes, it's like. So he opened the book and he started singing it. He started reading it. So the Rebbe asked him, can you read, can you sing it? He says, yes. So he started singing, and that's how he got into the Mojitz, because he could read the notes. Mojitz is one of the only Hasidiyot that wrote down, documented the melodies. And no wonder, they had to, because the Mojitzer Rebbes used to write a new nigun. They said, I think there's a quote from the Mojitzer Rebbe that if he didn't write a song that day, it wasn't the day. You know, like they were composing. For every Shabbos, they had to make a new nigun, and there's hundreds of them, thousands of nigunim by Mojitz. So he recorded many of them. And he has a very distinct voice. You probably know him. We'll send in the group. We'll send on Sunday, B'ezrat Hashem, we'll send some nigunim of his. So yeah, that's from Mojitz. Let's do another one that I love to do, and I'll connect it with the Parasha. one of my favorite nigunim is nigun shamil. I always find out tirutz, why I should play it again. So now we have a nice teretz. So first of all, the story of Shamil, that's the Tsar of Russia, wanted to capture all the land around, and he kept fighting. It sounds like Russia of today. And he was capturing land after land and country after country. And nobody could stand the big mighty Tsar till he got to the high mountains and the Kafkaz mountains. There was a little guerrilla fighters, a tribe of guerrilla fighters. And to his consternation, he couldn't capture them. So he said, let's make a peace treaty. You come down, everything will be fine. And they got tempted, and they came down from the mountain. And of course, right away, he captured their leader. His name was Shamil, took away all the weapon and sent Shamil to prison. And there in prison, Shamil looks through the little window and remembers the times that he was free on the high mountains, as free as a bird in the sky, as an eagle in the heavens. And how can you compare what he was then to what he is now? And out of his yearning was born the song. That's the way the Rebbe tells the story. And not the exact words, but that's the idea. And then he says, the Rebbe, that when the Jews heard the song, they said, oh, it's just like the Neshama. It's a parable for the Neshama. The Neshama was also up there on the high mountains, under the holy chair there, and in Gan Eden, and as free as a bird in the sky, as an eagle in the heaven. That's, according to Kabbalah, it's like very high levels, And it was forced to come down. It was tempted to come down and forced to come down. And here in this world, it's like in prison. All the rules of this world. But it knows that that going down is in order to end up higher than where it started. Now, how do I connect it with a Parasha? So, in the explanation about this nigun that Rav Ginsburg does, which is according to what the Rebbe told, he shows that the beginning is like an atzmi. It's like announcing who I am. It's like one note. It's mostly the one note. It's like an atzmi saying, this is who I am, but I'm not there anymore. Trying again. And falls down even more. Almost despair. Like this motive of, I'm not there. But then he takes the same motive and turns that into tikva. Tikva is hope. Tikva is hope, and the word tikva comes from kav. A kav is a line. And Rav Ginsburg explained that in Nigun that this kav, this tikva, is connected us to the high mountains. Because when you have yearnings for something and you know what you're yearning for, you're connected with it. So this yearning and this tikva, hope, takes us to the high mountains. It's like connecting to the parents with the umbilical cord. So that's the kav, and also it's like the story of Hagar. Not Hagar. Hagar is in our Parasha. Rashab. In the story of Rashab and the spies, when they tell her, you take this piece of string and you tie it in the window, then we'll know where you are and we're going to save you. So that's also hope. So that tikva, it says tikvat chut hashani. The tikva, the hope of, the kav, the line, this little string, it was a red string. It was shani, it was red string. It reminds us to connect with Rachel Imeinu. We just came out of her yahrzeit. If we have time, we can do the Kol Berama again. But so the tikvat chut hashani is the string that connects us to the high mountains. And Rav Ginsburg says, don't get off the mountains. And the mountains are like our forefathers and our foremothers. The Rosh Tzurim Erenu, Migvaot, Ashurenu. They're like a parable for the mountains and hills, our forefathers and foremothers. So always stay connected with your dreams, which are Hirurim and Haurim, the parents and the high mountains, and we know that we're going to end up higher than when we started, which we also see that in the Nigun. It's a very, very exact, very, very exact Nigun, Nigun Mechuvan. So Shamil. So we're about to finish. Yeah, it's so wonderful. We had this company today. So we should end with a happy niggun. Which one do you want? Which niggun should we end with? Ah! No, it's not Rosh Chodesh Kislev yet. Let's do Uma Puma. Niflaot, wonders on the table. On the table. This one also if you want. Look at the table. On that table, on this one, there, on that table. We'll say goodbye now. We have passed that time already, so we'll go on next week with Hashem. Litraot.